Good morning, it's James. I do hope and pray this message finds you and your loved ones peaceful, thriving, and well. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy, and thank you for this connection. I want to speak specifically to this connection today based on some science, some really cool spirituality, and really helping us to understand how we can be navigating the planet today that's going to enhance our longevity, our happiness, our disease prevention, and just really help us with, I'm going to say, just bringing more meaning into our life. There's a saying that says there are real friends and there are deal friends. And I really believe wholeheartedly with what we do here, this is a real friend experience. We talk openly about our values, the things that raise us up, the things that bring us down, the work that we're doing each and every day, physiologically, emotionally, neurochemically, spiritually, all the work. And it's really interesting. Aristotle, thousands and thousands of years ago, once said, he kind of ranked different types of friendship. And he said the lowest form of friendship is what he called a utilitarian friendship, where there's an exchange of energy that is really all about a transactional experience. We do it in the name of getting something for us or getting something to them, but it's not nearly an exchange of love or values. It's more material exchange, or we're doing a deal, so we're spending time with this person to get the deal done. Well, he said that's the lowest form of friendship. And, I really believe that's so true in relationships. You look at just kind of how we navigate the planet. And there's a lot of science that says today that we should really focus on at least 75% of real friends and understanding there's going to be deal friends in the world. But deal friends really do not impact our physiology or neurochemistry or happiness, not even close to the same degree that a real friend does. And the science talks about how Aristotle looked at the highest form of friendship when values are fully aligned. Values are fully aligned. And it's interesting, when we do something called a fearless friend inventory, there's two questions that I think we can ask ourselves. Do the people around you raise you up, or do they bring you down? Do you actually find yourself leaving the relationship, having spent time together? Do you feel more possible? Do you feel more purposeful? Do you feel like you've been seen and heard? And this is really interesting because the science that talks about those kinds of real friends, they really do change our neurochemistry. Studies show that when we spend time around them, we lower cortisol, the stress hormones, we lower inflammation, are connected to things like cancer and Alzheimer's disease. And when we spend time with people who we feel like there's a vertical alignment. This is the things I hold dear in my heart. These are the values I stand for. This is what I want my life to be promoting. And we're around people who do align with that. Every area of our life is raised into a space where it's strengthened, where it's fortified, and it has a direct impact on how it is that we navigate each and every day. And that's really interesting, right? Because the research to friendship and real friends actually raises us to understand what it is that we need each and every day. Studies show it actually impacts the way we choose good foods or not, the way we will go for exercise or not, the way that we will lean into our purpose and not be afraid to be uncomfortable in standing for principles and values that we align and hold dear or not. And I think that's really what the work comes down to today. I think it's going to be awesome. I'm hoping and praying that all of us have a beautiful friend inventory when we look around. And I also hope that we have the courage to call out ourselves in a loving way, and if you will, in a relationship going, you know what, that's definitely a transactional friendship. That's a deal friendship. I know what it's there for. I don't expect anything more from that, but I want to make sure that I do myself right and that person right by not asking too much of that relationship. I don't need to spend more time than necessary trying to change it or transform it. I allow it to be what it is. But when it comes to my real friends, I really, really dedicate myself to living up to those values, holding myself and that person to a level of accountability that's loving, that's encouraging, that's compassionate, and courageous in its conviction of living up to what it has to be. As Aristotle said, full alignment with full value relationship is a real friend. In the hierarchy of Aristotle's looking at friendship, it's the most important, the most powerful, and the most purposeful. I'll just leave it there. In science today, thousands of years to today, it says the ones that will keep us living longest and strongest today and have to give us the highest level of satisfaction, fulfillment, meaning, and purpose, along with longevity. Wow, that's just beautiful. And I hope this really, really gives you the opportunity to lean into what it is that we do here each and every day. For most of us, I'm going to say probably the vast majority, I've never met you in person. But your comments, the way that you show up, I can count on one hand, literally one hand. We've been doing this for close to 8 years now. How many times there's been a negative comment brought in here. It just seems like this brings people in who have an alignment with the values that we promote here, which is inclusion and love and compassion and acceptance and seeing one another. And very, very little to no, because it's been literally less than 5 that I can count on top of my head that have brought in anything less than that. And that is a beautiful testimonial to you, to this treehouse and the energy that we have cultivated and curated here over the last 8 years. And I just want you to know how much I appreciate you for that. And be very intentional, because this research shows what we do here each and every morning is medicine for the soul as much as it is medicine for our body, our mind, and our spirit. So with that, thank you so much. And I do appreciate the fact that we have this. And I want you to know that I leave this experience every morning feeling more possible, more purposeful, and more in the space of grace because of you. Have a beautiful day. Much love. Every blessing. Bye for now.